Hey guys!
So y'all know I'm a big DC Bombshell fan, and this was finally re-released because I was missing her from my collection, and it is Batgirl!
Now she, I think might have been the very first one to come out, if I'm not mistaken.
She might have been. I was kind of late getting into it, and I didn't get her.
Before we even knew what Bombshells were, we saw her at our local comic book shop, and we were like, wow, that thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're like, wow, she's
about?
really pretty. What is this?
But we never bought it. I mean, these Bombshells go for, they're expensive if you miss them. You know, when they go out of, when they go out of stock or whatever, they're expensive. Well, luckily, we got lucky, actually. DC, they're releasing her.
Thank you, DC!
So let's take a look at her box. First off, of course, you get that beautiful artwork on there, the Aunt Lucia artwork on the side. And then you have more that are coming. Now, Cheetah, we just picked up Cheetah. She's brand new. Although it does have a picture of Black Canary, so it looks like they're going to re-release Black Canary again.
God, I hope
thankfully.
so.
Now, we do have her pre-ordered, obviously, but we've had her pre-ordered in the past.
We've had her pre-ordered 4 times.
They keep getting canceled because DC is saying, well, we're not going to make her. We're going to make her. We're not going to make her. We're not going to make her. So we actually went to the source this time and literally pre-ordered her from DC. So hopefully she comes back out. Ashley's favorite heroine is Black Canary, so you've been dying for that one.
Oh my god, it's killing me because every time we try to get her, then they're like, you got her! Wait, no, lied.
Psych.
Gotta be quicker than that.
So I hope, no, you gotta be quicker than that. She got a bigger portrait there on the side, and then the really nice artwork on there on the top that says Batgirl. This one is sculpted by Tim Miller. Tim Miller is fantastic. He's a great sculptor. He's the
best.
Yeah, he does. Honestly, he probably does the best Bombshell statues.
He does.
Anytime Tim Miller sculpts it, we're like, yeah, that one's going to be
I gotta buy that one. Alright, so let's get into the Bombshell. So what's fun and exciting about this one is she is in a flight suit. She has her goggles on, she has parachute pants, and she even has her parachute being pulled out of her backpack. I mean,
in the shape of a bat cape.
Which is like epic.
It really is epic. When we first saw her, we were like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
This is a statue, when you see it, you automatically think, oh, I get what they're trying to do. This one tells you exactly what it is, what this whole statue line is about, and I guess that's probably why she was the first one.
And I even love that she has a bomber hat on, of course with her bat ears, and she has a scarf tied around her neck, which is so pretty. Okay, so let's get into her portrait. She has these excited eyes, like the eyes I would expect you to see when you're jumping out of a plane.
It makes me wonder how they did that, because they had to like glue the glass on, because it actually does have glass over the goggles. They're not just like see-through or anything. Detail. To like level your detail, that's statues don't do that these days.
And I'm so in love with the fact that she has dimples.
She has that sort of that flight suit helmet thing going on in a way, sort of the bomber helmet with the ears, and she even has like the chin strap that goes underneath it and locks on, and then that piece of hair coming out.
That tail whip of her hair, I love that.
Very Harley Quinn.
Very Harley Quinn.
The Bombshell Harley Quinn had, of course, pigtails like that, and I love how deep those sculpts are on that hair. They're very deep with sharp edges.
You can see the different strands of hair in this sculpt.
Yeah, it's whimsical. And
very whimsical.
Whimsical is one of the things that make these Bombshells so great, and what Tim Miller sculpts why they're so great is he has a lot of whimsical-ishness. I don't know. He has a lot of that in it.
Now, as far as her outfit goes, she has a really nice corset on, and then of course it has the giant Batgirl logo on her chest.
And huge boobs this time.
Good God, yes. They are massive. She has on a leather backpack, and you can see the different shades of brown and black in that they use to create the leather look.
Yeah, it almost looks roughed up.
It does.
It does have lighter edges on it. Sort of like real, you know, back then they used real leather, obviously, not like now where we have all this pleather crap. But back then they used real leather, and you can kind of see that weathering, which is really great. And of course, where she's pulling out that cape.
She also has the straps for the parachute that wraps around her thighs and her waist. Her utility belt is really nice. The detail in that is perfect. I love how the pouches are individual and they look like they could open and be separate pieces. She has these huge parachute pants on that make her thighs very, very wide.
Like a jockey or something.
And they do look like jockey pants. And she has very tall leather knee-high boots that have laces all the way up them.
And they even have a bat logo kind of etched into the side of it.
Which is so cute.
Detail, love it. Of course the bases are like all Bombshells. They have sort of that diamond plate base to it. Sort of the aluminum look around it. And then her nameplate that says Batgirl with the Aunt Lucia artwork. with rivets going around the edges of them, kind of to frame that.
And like many of the Bombshell statues, the nameplate is magnetic. So that was the Batgirl Bombshell statue, and she is limited to 5,200 pieces. She is Batgirl. You're going to need her in your collection. She's very dynamic, very beautiful, and she's going to be a standout piece.
She is what the Bombshell collection is and was meant to be.
Absolutely. She represents it in a beautiful way. If you want more pictures and a buying guide, go to our website, nerdtherapy.net, and we will have all of that there for you. All right, guys, so we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.